So you could be the ugly girl in the group all the way in the back and it's not a problem. The moment you start bossing up, leveling up, becoming gorgeous, started getting attention and compliments and everything, then it's a wrap for your ass. Hey sweethearts, it's theeNickVenus. Once again, tapping in, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on all post notifications so you can be notified every time I upload. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about certain things when it pertains to transphobia. And me, as a trans woman, I actually used to believe that these biological women that want to exclude trans women from everything are doing it because of fairness and safety reasons. I used to believe this up until I sat back and I started observing the way that they treat us. And I'm gonna keep it real, girl. They treat us like utter shit, complete garbage, right? So I came to this realization that it has little to do with fairness and safety, but more so to do with competition. And this type of stuff has been going on since forever. Because, girl, I started thinking about years ago, I used to hang out with a bunch of women, right? A big group of women. And it was a mix of trans women and biological women as well, right? We used to go everywhere together. We used to go eat lunch together. We used to go to bars together, clubs together, everything, right? Everything was all peachy. Everything was all good up until men started complimenting me. I started getting compliment from other people. People started wanting to take pictures with me. People always wanted to be around me. Girl, they were damn near treating me like I was a celebrity, right? Then all of a sudden, that's when the cattiness came out. That's when they started gossiping about me. That's when they started talking crap about me. They started trying to compete with me. So, a lot of people always like to say, oh, what about trans men and biological men? How come they don't clash? How come they don't compete? Because they're men. Duh. Right? Everybody knows this. Women naturally compete. Women naturally get catty. Right? So, you really have to think about this. You have to think about this and analyze this. Since a woman was little, she was called what? A princess, right? The parents was like, okay, you're a princess, wear your crown. Have you ever heard the parents call their son a prince and say, oh, here's your crown, put your crown on? No, you never heard that. So women, even into adulthood, they're called queens, right? Women naturally have this pedestal mentality. So you could be the ugly girl in the group all the way in the back and it's not a problem. The moment you start bossing up, leveling up, becoming gorgeous, started getting attention and compliments and everything, then it's a wrap for your ass. Then all of a sudden they start pouncing on you. The cattiness comes out. So a lot of this has to do with competition and insecurities, because you have to listen to what they say. They keep saying, oh, trans women are trying to replace us. In order for somebody to replace you, or if you think somebody can replace you, that means you see them as a threat and you see them as competition. So these same type of biological women created this competition within their own mind. Now, I'm not saying all biological women are transphobic, no. But from what I've been sitting back and observing, a huge majority are. You know, they literally sabotage trans women's name all because they want to feel like they're at the top or something. Like it's this made up competition that they created in their mind. Because they literally painted us out to be this bad guy.
Oh, I get it. They painted me out to be the bad guy.
And what they said is, oh, trans women are predators. Trans women are after kids. Trans women are mentally ill, deranged gay men. Trans women are this, trans women are that. That's what they did. They threw shade, so much shade on us, and society believed them. So girl, I've gotten to the point where I don't even want to kick it with women like that. I'm gonna keep it real. I would never add somebody to my circle. You know, I would have to thoroughly examine them. I have to make sure they're cool. Make sure I'm not gonna get set up. Because the last thing I need is a biological woman hanging out with me. I start getting compliments and that insecurity starts kicking in, and now she wanna set me up. It's not happening. So yeah, other trans women can do what they want, but I personally wouldn't recommend even hanging out with them, because you have to remember, there's more them than there are us. So all they need to do is lie and make up some BS and everybody would believe them.
You didn't have to do that, Darnell. You know how much I love you.
And honestly, I truly believe that is what's going on. I believe a lot of them are lying about trans women, you know, saying, oh, they did this, they did that to me, and society's believing them. So, in order for me to avoid being set up or having them say some BS about me or making up something about me or gossiping about me, I avoid them altogether. If it ain't about business, you know, we can collab together, you know, if you write me up a check, if you're trying to make money with me, cool. Other than that, I would not add an extension to my small circle. It's already small as it is. I keep to myself. I've been realizing that the transphobia has gone way above to the extreme. Girl, and I sat back and observed the things that they complain about. Because first it was the Eminem situation. It was the purple transgender Eminem. And I thought to myself, what in the world does a purple transgender Eminem have to do with women, right? And then it was the Ultra Beauty, which is a makeup brand. And I'm thinking, makeup is unisex. What does that have to do with biological women as well? Then after that, it was a Nike situation. And I'm like, Nike is meant for men and women, everybody. So what does that have to do with them as well? There's been a trans woman placed on the cover of a magazine and they're complaining about that as well, right? Girl, you gotta listen to what they say. They keep saying, oh, why didn't you get a biological woman to be on the cover of this? Why didn't you get a biological woman to work with Ultra Beauty? Why didn't you get a biological woman to work with Nike? You have to listen to what they say. That sounds like what? Jealousy, insecurity, and competition. Everything always comes to light. So the fact that I know a majority, not all, but a majority despise me, a majority want to set me up, a majority wants to take everything away from me. You know, because what this is it's competition, insecurities, and it's, oh, I don't want to see a trans woman. I don't want this person to see a trans woman. I don't want younger people to see trans women. That's what it is. And me as a black trans woman, when I see black people that are transphobic, I think to myself, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. That's what I be thinking. Because what was done to you, you're doing it to us. You know, don't people know at one point in time, record labels used to take white musicians and put them on the cover of black musicians' albums because they did not want the world to see a Negro? Do you guys know that? And when you say, oh, I don't want this trans woman on the cover of this, I don't want this trans woman here, I don't want this trans woman there, what do you think you're doing? You're doing the exact same thing. So yeah, so girl, I'm just gonna continue keeping to myself, you know, because like I said, last thing I need is to go have brunch with a bunch of biological women. The waiter ended up being some attractive male or something. He starts complimenting me. Now they want to pounce and attack me. Or set me up or something. It ain't happening. So yeah, so I just felt like making this video. I'm just going to keep to myself because like I said, the transphobia has ran rampant at this point. So if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe for future content. And until next time, guys.